First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Kamara gets it again on second down. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Niners 7, Saints 0.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dahl. He gets it left side to Johnson. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Dahl. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
54.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Dahl. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back near his goal line. Here's Lance. Rolling to his right. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some pushing. Let's see what they can do on third down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Working from the gun, Lance. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
7-7, our score after 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance looking to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Juwan Johnson there to make the grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. Lance now on 1st down. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Saints force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the drive starts with a completion, left side. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st down, Dahl. Flush to his right. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Dahl. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Whoa! It still won't go down. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a toss. Kamara left side. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Dahl. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Oh, he shifts past him. Touchdown, New Orleans! Well, CD, with receivers, we talk about their speed, great hands. It's tough to quantify elusiveness, but they say he has great elusiveness, and he showed it right there with a run after the catch. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well. Yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
First down, San Francisco.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for it and taken at about the 15-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dahl. Eluding the pressure right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On first down, Lance dancing to his left. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Throwing again on second down. Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Lance now on first down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. He's got a man. Complete. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Gold is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A final shot before break. Dahl. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up third and manageable.
In every play of this run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a third and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On 1st and 10, Dahl. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big connection on that one, 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Dahl. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Following the fumble recovery, Dahl. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Looking to throw on second down. Dahl. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
A loss of 16 yards on the play. Brings up third down.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Back to throw. Dahl. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Dahl. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10. Lance a handoff here to Mostert. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Here's Lance to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
By Nick Bosa. An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up third down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd and 9, Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Lance.
And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try it. Keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game is certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. To throw on 2nd down, Dahl. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Working from the gun. Lance
being chased out left.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
And now here's another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Throwing on 1st down. Dahl, nowhere to go here. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up at safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Dahl. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
On 1st down, Dahl. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. This is caught. Touchdown! Michael Thomas, 26 yards. And the Saints are pouring it on. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word against symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
On 1st and 10, Dahl. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Busts through the tackle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From midfield, here's Lance. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Dahl. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lutz's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And they will take a knee here. Explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys are saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New Orleans, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.